It's a blueprint, a rubric, a guiding light to meet deadlines. It's formulaic to these chords, so give us more of the norm. Come along, it's formulaic.
I'm Shelby.
And what up, I'm James. Actually, I should have said, and what up, I'm recovering.
Yeah, you're recovering. This is the table read episode of Formulaic, but first things first, we gotta go through James's health adventures.
I got my wisdom teeth out.
Do you feel less wise now?
Oh, absolutely. Actually, I only got 2 of them out because the doctor is like, hey, I'm not prepared in this office because it's a free clinic to remove something that's like by nerve. So we'll refer you to UIC. Has that happened yet? I was like, oh yeah, that happened back in April. And they're like, have you heard back from them? I'm like, absolutely not. And when I call, their voice box is full.
Oh no.
So
James.
who knows when that side's gonna get handled?
You know what? I only had 2 wisdom teeth, so they only needed to take 2 wisdom teeth.
Whoa, lucky. I got another side that keeps getting infected, but now I'll be able to always eat on my left side. You want to know what? I don't need the right side out.
I think you've got it all figured out.
Or you want to know what? It seemed very easy for them to do. So all I got to do is rub some numbing stuff on there and then just yank it out. It is insane how easy. I mean, like, I was in there for less than 50 minutes. From the time I sat down to the time I walked out. 50 minutes. And they had 2 teeth removed. That's bonkers.
Did you go to a speedrunning dentist?
Oh, I hope. They were streaming on Twitch.
Yeah, that'll do.
All right, okay. Did they get is my teeth world record?
I hope so. We'll have to check the website.
Oh, man, you want to know? I looked at, our numbers for our podcast. It's not translating into that, so I don't think it's a world-class record speed.
Right. The only way to know for sure that it was a world record is if our podcast gets more listens.
Mm-hmm. And hey, you want to know what? We're always hearing about my health. R2, how's your health?
My health's fantastic.
Fuck off.
Yeah, I don't know what you want from me. I'm better than ever. I'm strong as a horse.
Real quick, this is a quick story. My first day, I was prepared. Oh, man, I'm just watching Keenan and Kel and Good Burger all day. Not a problem in the world. I can actually relax. Uh-oh. Meep, meep, meep. Tornado warning in Chicago. So I had to get up and be like, all right, cat kennels are prepared. Got to get all the water. It sucked because I'm like, I shouldn't be moving. It wasn't good.
So the tornado really affected your
recovery
resting period.
Yeah. And then I woke up in Oz. Boy, oh boy, that shit sucked.
Wow, they didn't even help you? Did you ask the wizard for your wisdom teeth back?
Oh, no. All I really got was a bunch of, these lollipop kids kept giving me lollipops. I was like, I'm advised not to suck at all.
Right, and that's why you're not playing any characters today on the table read. We were all advised that James was not allowed to suck. So, instead, we gathered a group of fantastic friends and actors to join us here to be our friends in Friends. Starting with me, Shelby. Hello, I'll be playing Monica. Next we've got...
Me?
James.
I'll be playing no one unless you want to tag out for Monica.
I worry about the, how well that would work.
I'll pitch myself up.
Okay, got it. Scruff.
Hi, I'm Scruff. I'll be playing Ross today. That's all I got. Huh.
Do you want to plug your...
No. God,
okay.
no. No one needs to be exposed to that.
All right.
Hi, I'm Pearl. I'll be playing Phoebe, and you can find me as Torchyberry on Twitch and Instagram, as well as my other Instagram, Just Pearl Stuff.
Hey, I'm Nick Kominsky. I'm going to be playing Chandler Bing, and you can find me on Instagram at Nick Kominsky Comedy. It's my first name and last name, and then the word comedy, and it's spelled normal.
Patrick Fromm. I'll be narrating. I'm Patrick N. Fromm on Instagram. I do a monthly radio show on K-Chung Radio called Long Rocks on the Beach. You can find that at kchungradio.org. And I also have an upcoming podcast about public pools in Los Angeles called LA Poolcast. that should start to get released in the next few weeks. And the first episode features Shelby as the first guest, and we reviewed the Yosemite Pool in Eagle Rock. So that's coming soon.
I'm Alex/AWALL. I'll be playing Joey. I'm on Twitch as AWALL512. And does Joey have a last name? I mean, I'm sure he does.
Tribbiani.
Ugh, okay. I don't like that.
And Swan.
Hi, I'm Swan. I will be playing Rachel, and you can find me on the internet as Pander Sarah. Twitch is Pander_Sarah, and everywhere else it's either one word or two words. You can just Google it. Congratulations to James on the world record of wisdom teeth %.
Thank you.
And without further ado, we'll say adieu to the intro part of this podcast and move on to the table read. And here it is. Formulaic presents Friends, the one with the alien abduction.
Fog blankets a grassy section of Central Park where Joey lies, starfished and unconscious. He comes to with a start and looks around, terrified and confused. He flinches as cross-shaped lights flash in his face from above. The lights disappear. He gets to his feet and feels his whole body, making sure all his parts are still there, including his butt. His cell phone rings and Joey screams.
Ah!
He answers the phone. Chandler sits in one of his shitty chairs. His phone is to his ear and he's wearing a classic Chandler Bing shit-eating grin. You know the one.
Hey, buddy. You didn't come home last night. Are you trying to get out of helping me fix the window?
Chandler, thank God. I think I was abducted by aliens.
Chandler sits in amused disbelief, taking in this information for a beat.
Okay, well, I'll see you when you get here, and make it quick. You don't want to be out there with all that wildfire smoke.
Ross slinks into the room, oozing a trail of sad sackness behind him.
Who was that?
Our weirdest friend.
Phoebe?
Not anymore.
Theme song. Monica pokes her head into the apartment where Ross and Chandler are hanging out and starts speaking before she's all the way inside.
Hey guys, since we can't go out in the smoke, we decided to have a game day. Do any of you want to join?
Monica sniffs the air.
Please tell me neither of you tried cooking again.
What you're smelling is certified Canadian black spruce.
Chandler gestures to the window, which is stuck open.
You guys go have fun. I need to stay here and fix this window before the apartment smells permanently like a combination pool hall and comedy club in Central Florida.
I'll go. I've never been good at fixing things. Not windows, not relationships. Wouldn't be of any help anyway.
You're right. I already have a broken window. I don't need a broken person.
Ross and Monica leave. Interior Monica's apartment. Morning. Monica and Ross enter the apartment where Rachel is looking at a stack of board games piled on the table. Monica continues into the kitchen where her phone is.
Go ahead and pick out a game. I'm gonna call Phoebe and see if she wants to join.
Monica calls Phoebe. Interior Phoebe's apartment. Concurrent. Phoebe, sleep mask over her eyes and oxygen mask over her mouth and nose, answers her phone from bed. On her nightstand is a very large glass of wine.
This is Phoebe.
Interior Monica's apartment.
Hey Phoebes, what are you up to? Want to come over for a game day?
Interior Phoebe's apartment. Phoebe removes her oxygen mask.
Oh, no thanks. I'm taking an oxygen mask nap. It's a nap, but I wear an oxygen mask.
Interior Monica's apartment.
An oxygen mask? Don't tell me smoke is getting into your apartment too. What do you mean, what smoke? All of Canada is on fire.
Interior Phoebe's apartment.
Huh, is that smoke? I just thought it was kind of dreary out. I'm going back to sleep. Enjoy your bonfire.
Wait. We gotta read the pause for laughter, you better be laughing part. This is part of it.
Pause for laughter. You better be laughing.
Hilarious.
I'm going back to sleep. Enjoy your bonfire.
Interior Monica's apartment.
No, that's not... okay, bye.
Monica hangs up the phone.
Well, Phoebe is out of the question, but there are plenty of games we can play with just the three of us. Did you decide on anything?
Rachel pulls Monopoly from the stack of board games.
Ooh, let's do Monopoly. I haven't played this since I was a kid, before I got into clothes and boys and other not nerdy stuff.
If you insist, but I should warn you, I'm known as a pretty savage Monopoly player.
Pretty savage? She's ruthless. Her nickname in the Monopoly circles was Slumlord Geller.
I follow the rules and play the game as it was meant to be played. It's not my fault you could never afford my boardwalk hotel.
Whatever. Let's get this punishment over with.
Rachel watches, amused, as Ross and Monica begin setting up the board game. Interior Chandler's apartment, noon. With his hands on his hips, Chandler stares at the window. He shakes out his hands, then tries pulling the window shut. It doesn't budge. He tries it again, harder, but still nothing. He backs up.
Shy, are you?
Chandler slowly approaches the window.
It's okay. I'm just here to help.
Just before he reaches the window, Chandler lunges at it in a surprise attack.
Just let me close you.
He finally gives up.
I knew my physics teachers were full of it. Oh, what goes up must come down. Yeah, right.
To emphasize his point, Chandler knocks twice on the window. His knocks are immediately answered by 2 knocks on the front door. Chandler jumps with fright.
Nah.
Joey enters the apartment.
Oh, good. It's you. I need your help with this gravity-defying window.
Joey stops in his tracks and shakes his head, shocked.
Well, obviously I can't help with that.
No, not obvious. Why not?
Because I was abducted by aliens last night. I might have been probed.
Well, I will not be probing you for any more answers.
No, listen. Last night, I was at that bar where I made out with a chick dressed as a cotton ball last Halloween. You know the one.
I believe she was dressed as a sheep. Also, I do not want to hear about this.
So I was at the bar. My memory is very clear. Then, after the 10th shot of whiskey, I can't remember a single thing.
Think you just passed out in the park, buddy.
I'm serious. I have this hazy memory of these weird lights shining on me, and when I woke up, I could hardly breathe.
Chandler rolls his eyes so hard you can hear it.
The sound of an eye roll.
I thought maybe you would make like a or something. I was
Chandler's very literal.
I have to find out what happened to me. Where would I go if I was looking for information about aliens?
I don't know. The internet?
I gotta get out of here. The smoke is driving me nuts.
Joey leaves the apartment. Chandler remains, frustrated.
Yeah, thanks for the help.
He turns back to the window and puts his hands on his hips. Interior Monica's apartment. Afternoon. The Monopoly board is covered in houses and hotels. Ross stares intently as Monica moves her piece along the board.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's my space. Ooh, money. Gimme.
I can't believe it. Someone's finally taking you down a peg.
Yeah, Monica, I thought you said you were good at this game.
I am. I just had that bad roll right off the bat, and then you and all of your house rules.
You mean like getting $200 when you land on go?
That is a house rule. The game explicitly states when you pass go. Why would they put it in the rules if it weren't important?
I don't think it makes that big a difference.
Okay, that's it. Obviously, Monopoly is not the right game for us today. We are not having fun doing this.
I was having fun.
I'm having the time of my life.
Monica glares at Ross.
Enough games. Let's do something else. Oh, I know. Let's have a bake-off.
No one wants me to get anywhere near an oven.
Rachel and I will bake, and you can be the judge.
Oh, but Monica, you're so good at baking, and all I know how to make are my great-aunt Laura's chocolate chip cookies.
That's fine. I'm sure they'll both be good in their own ways. And, one of them will be better.
Monica starts opening drawers and cabinets in the kitchen. Rachel shrugs, then heads to the kitchen as well, dodging Monica's hectic movements. Ross watches with a satisfied smile on his sad sack face. Interior, Chandler's apartment, late afternoon. Chandler is surrounded by spent rolls of duct tape. The opening under the broken window is now absolutely caked with duct tape, just covered in it. Strips crisscross all up and down the ding-dang thing. Chandler smooths down one final duct tape strip.
Yeah, that's not going anywhere.
Chandler sits down in one of his shitty chairs and relaxes, proud of the job he's done. Joey, pieces of paper in hand, storms into the apartment, throwing the door open hard enough that a gust of air hits the duct tape web, rips it from the window, and sends it flying outside. Chandler leans forward and rests his head in his hands.
I knew I shouldn't have gone for that off-brand duck adhesive.
I heard that stuff is actually made of ducks.
Chandler rolls his eyes again.
Eye roll sound again.
Forget that. I figured out who abducted me. I was looking at some pictures of spaceships trying to jog my memory, and this one looked really familiar.
Joey holds out a picture for Chandler to check.
That is the ship from Close Encounters of the Third Kind, a movie you have seen.
Joey switches up the papers in his hand.
Okay, but what about this one? This guy looks so familiar, it has to mean something.
Joey, that is E.T., the Extraterrestrial. Another movie you have seen, with me, in this room, in this shitty chair, last week.
Joey crumples up the rest of the papers.
But then how do you explain this memory that there was some kind of tall, loving figure scooping me up and holding me close and... You know what? That's just a memory of my mother.
Pause for laughter. Laugh!
Thank you.
If those aren't the aliens who abducted me, then what happened last night? What if it happens again?
Did you get hurt or lose anything you had on you?
Let me check.
Joey pulls his wallet out of his pocket and opens it, rifling through its contents. He pulls out a condom.
Still got my prophylactics.
He continues to rifle.
Still got my $20 bill. Still got my credit card.
Wait a second, that's my credit card.
Chandler snatches his credit card back.
I'll tell you what, how about you don't get drunk and pass out in the park? And this probably won't ever happen again.
That's it. I'll retrace my steps from last night. I'll do exactly what I did before so I can re-remember what I forgot.
And by retrace your steps, do you mean you're gonna go back to that bar and drink another 10 shots of whiskey?
It's the only way to find out what happened to me.
Joey leaves the apartment, then immediately steps back inside.
Hey, could I get that back? I'm gonna need it.
Joey plucks the credit card out of Chandler's fingers and exits the apartment again. Interior, Monica's apartment. Early evening. Ross sits at the table, sweating.
Maybe we shouldn't have done something that requires the oven when it's so hot out and we can't open the windows and there's smoke everywhere.
Rachel and Monica exit the kitchen, each carrying their baked goods. Rachel holds a plate of cookies while Monica, dressed in an apron and chef's hat, has an elegant-looking covered dish. They each set their plates in front of Ross.
Here you go, Great Aunt Laura's cookies. I think I remembered the recipe, but either way, I did the best I could.
And here you have a decadent chocolate souffle with a whipped topping and a tangy raspberry sauce that will make your taste buds sing.
Monica dramatically rips the cover off her souffle, revealing an ugly, collapsed mess of a dessert.
My taste buds are really doing something.
Oh no, it fell. But it must still taste good. Try it.
Ross reaches for the cookies instead.
I think I'd rather...
Try it.
Monica maintains eye contact with Ross as he dips a spoon in the souffle. He makes a big show of trying to get the spoon out of the souffle as if it is stuck. When the spoon emerges, it drips gluey globs of unappetizing souffle. Ross puts the goo-covered spoon in his mouth and frowns.
Well?
How does it taste? I'm dying to know.
Ross tries to pull the spoon out of his mouth, but it's sticking like it did with the ramekin.
It's bad.
Give me that.
Monica rips the spoon out of Ross's mouth. Ross grabs one of Rachel's cookies and shoves it in his mouth to dislodge the flavor of the icky souffle.
Oh, sweet relief. Thank you, Great Aunt Laura, wherever your soul may be.
Jersey, I think?
Monica is deeply upset, but before she can say anything, Chandler enters the apartment. His hair is a mess, he's sweaty, and he has the wild look of a man deeply involved in an ill-thought-out project.
I've almost got it. All I need is something sticky. Like glue, but stickier.
Ross picks up the souffle and hands it to Chandler. Chandler dips a finger in it and has a hard time pulling it out.
That'll work.
He leaves again. Ross looks happier than he ever has before. A small fraction of the sad sackness leaves his face. He looks right at Monica.
That's it. I will not let this smoke beat me. I challenge you to a race. Both of you. Outside, 10 minutes. I will be running a 100-meter dash, and I will beat whoever is brave enough to go out there with me.
Monica angrily removes her apron and hat, then storms outside and slams the door.
I've never seen Monica like this.
Neither have I. We're not going down there, right?
Absolutely not.
Ross and Rachel continue to eat the chocolate chip cookies. Interior, Chandler's apartment. Evening. Chandler enters the apartment quickly, forgetting to shut the door. He has set up some kind of contraption with a lever leaning against the window and a whole mousetrap board game style device around it. He approaches part of the device and holds up the souffle spoon to apply it like glue.
And I will beat whoever is brave enough to go out there with me.
A door slams. It slams so hard that the window is shaken loose from its position. The window falls shut.
Of course.
Chandler plops down into a shitty chair and takes a bite of souffle. He makes a face indicating he clearly does not like it. Then he shrugs and continues to eat the souffle anyway. Interior apartment. Hallway. Evening. Ross and Rachel walk up the hallway, supporting a stumbling, wheezing Monica between them.
I went really fast, didn't I?
Oh, honey, you did. You did go really fast.
Ross leans behind Monica and whispers to Rachel.
Really fast hitting the ground.
Oh, Monica, you don't have to win everything. Look at how you set up this whole day for us. We all already think you're the best.
Pause for people to go, "Aww."
Really?
Of course. Now let's get you out of those clothes. You smell like a bonfire.
Yeah, and you're really heavy.
Oh, that's just my clothes. They hold sweat well.
Monica winks at the camera because she senses the spirit of Formulaic. The three friends open the door of Monica's apartment and go inside. Exterior, Central Park, dawn. Joey lies in the grass just as he did at the beginning of the episode. Cross-shaped lights flash in his face, then disappear. He comes to with a start. Exterior, Central Park, dawn, wider shot. Phoebe is lying next to Joey. She's wearing her sleep mask and her oxygen mask, with the tank resting beside her. A glass of wine is nestled in the grass next to her. She looks over at Joey.
First time getting abducted?
What?
Phoebe lifts her sleep mask and removes the oxygen mask from her mouth.
First time getting abducted?
What?
Phoebe takes her oxygen mask and puts it on Joey's face before lying down in the grass. Joey breathes deeply and looks around, still scared. Roll credits. The end.
Well, we did it. That was an episode of Friends. I hope everyone had a good time doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yay.
It's good stuff.
Fantastic work. There's a lot of visual jokes in there that, it's not the same for a table read, but you can see it in your mind.
Theater of it.
I mean, it works for Friends.
Guys, I have an update over the last 20 minutes. Carl Jopes did post a YouTube video. That speedrun was cheated. They used baby teeth. My wisdom teeth are still in. They just caked what I guess is just a bunch of jelly on top that looks like a blood clot. And yeah, my teeth are fine. I could have been reading this entire time.
If you're gonna cheat, why would you do it in something that's so easy to catch?
I don't know.
Like a dentist speed run.
I mean, they had me numbed up. I looked scared the entire time, so I was being convincing.
I mean, you did your part, obviously, but they played you, and I don't like that. I think that's unethical.
He did start a GoFundMe for me to get real dental work done, and it's somehow at negative $23. Guys, head over to patreon.com/MLM pod to help me pay for that $23.
Yeah, and if you want to help me pay for stuff, I guess you can subscribe patreon.com/The Rom Complex. Check out my other podcast, The Rom Complex, or check me out twitch.tv/R2Shelby2.
Yeah. And hey guys, please follow me on Marshland Monster, wherever music is found. I'm putting out a lot of good music. Howard Kramer, aka Dragon Boy Suede, and I, we got more singles in the mix. Hey, listen to the other 7 that we've put out. And oh my God, new single in October. It's a 9-track single because it's anal dentata time. Just 9 tracks of that song remixed. It's a club, a house song about someone with teeth in their butt and, the complications that might come with that. And I'm remixing it a bunch of other Producers are remixing it. I'm very excited about it. But hey, that patreon.com/MLM pod, that's $5 a month. You get exclusive content every single Friday. But if you're a $10 patron, you get all of that plus monthly exclusive content and shout outs on every single free feed podcast. So let's begin with those, starting with Steve F. James, calm down. You're starting to hurt your teeth. Eric Berry of Ranger Command Power Hour. Alex Z, the Waz. Orion, he's a rapper and will be, remixing one of those songs. I mean, the song Anal Dentata. You gotta check it out. Jordan B, the Chaos Witch. Joshua, I can't really do it in the Troll 2 sense, so he's my Bickle brother in common law. Steve Barnes, Intro Void. Hey, he's also remixing that song Anal Dentata. How many times can I say Anal Dentata? Oh my God, do Anal Dentata get wisdom teeth? Who knows? Just shove it, just cranking it out of the butt. If you've never seen the movie Teeth, you think I'm a maniac right now. I guess if you've seen the movie Teeth, you're like, why do you go from vagina dentata to anal dentata? Because it's right there, guys. My mother, Lil Corey's BFF and former roommate Shane. That fed, twitch.tv/Corwinning. It's Corwin. And oh my God, who is this? It's twitch.tv/R2Shelby2 of the Rom Complex and of that one show. This right now, it's R2 Shelby 2.
And speaking of this show right now, thank you again to all of the wonderful guests we've had on this table read. This was so much fun, and it's always so great to hear you, and we hope everyone enjoys listening to it. And that's been another episode of Formulaic, friends.
Ooh, and next, what are we doing next month, real quick? Do we know?
No.
Maybe Los Luchadores. Maybe we'll just stay in sitcoms and do Big Bang Theory.
Ew, okay.
Hey,
I don't want to have to watch it.
I used to think it was fantastic. Then someone explained how every single episode went, and then I was like, oh, wow, yeah, this show sucks.
Well, looks like I'll unfortunately have to be watching The Big Bang Theory.
Or Los Luchadores.
That sounds better to me.
All right, guys, we're doing Los Luchadores. I've already done a formulaic episode for that. Before we started this show, that was the antithesis of this concept. So Los Luchadores.
So we'll see you next time when we write an episode of Los Luchadores.
Yeah, I'm so pumped.
Okay, I've been Shelby.
And I've been James.
This has been Formulaic.
Bye.
Bye.
This has been a Marshland Media
And OK Owl production.
produced by me, James McCollum.
And me, Shelby Sweeterman.
For more content, please visit mlmpod.com.
Or OKOwl.com.
And for the best way to support this podcast, please visit patreon.com/MLMpod, where for $5 a month, you get exclusive content every single week. Thank you very much for listening. Oh,